Alrighty then. So, you ever think you're making a video and realize you hit photo and so you're just talking to a screen and then all of a sudden it shuts down because it automatically shuts down if you have it in photo mode for too long and don't take a picture? Yeah, that was me this morning. So anyway, we're back now. And I wanted to give a little update um, of what's going on. So basically, I'm behind. I'm so far behind. I am behind. There's literally, I cannot think of anything that I'm not really behind on. I've got blueberries that need to be picked and put up, and I've got a lot of stuff at work that needs to be done. My laundry is I've got it piled on a chair, and it's starting to go over the top of the chair, and it's going to start falling behind the chair. So I'm going to have to get that done here soon. Um, and this, I haven't been this behind in a really long time. And you know what? I'm trying to be okay with that. I'm actually going to be okay with that. I am choosing to be okay with that. And the Lord is giving me space to rest because normally, no, and it was a really weird adjustment. So normally I'm very hard chargy, very restless. I'm usually very restless. Um, some people, I mean, I have a lot of energy. Some people have a lot of energy and they're driven. I am more um restlessly driven, if that makes sense. Trying to get everything right, trying to be everybody's everything, and trying to like get, check all the boxes spiritually and everything. And the Lord is giving me space to downshift. Now, I got to tell you, that was scary. Like, I did not like the feeling of downshifting because I kind of felt like, does that mean that the Lord is decided that I can't do the things he has for me and is just like, okay, never mind. But I don't think that's it at all. Actually, I can tell you that isn't it. What he's doing is giving me space to focus on him in a quiet and pleasant way. So instead of, sometimes you might have somebody you love who needs you to, I don't know, do whatever, like mow the lawn, or they need you to help them with a project. But then sometimes they're like, just come sit with me. Just come sit with me. Just focus on me for a little bit. Don't go do things for me. Come look at me. Come be with me. And that's what the Lord is doing for me. And it's helping me because I got into really bad habits of doing for and not looking at. So if you're and if you, okay, so if you feel like you have to keep doing things for the Lord, and if you stop doing things for the Lord, that you're going to be in trouble, stop and pray about that, because it's entirely probable. I'm going to say probable, not 100%, but it's entirely probable that our work ethic has been confused with our spiritual life, and our societal guilt has been confused with our spiritual life, or our inner guilt, whatever. So if you find yourself, you're afraid to stop doing all the things for the Lord because then he might get mad. I I and that you can't remember the last time you just curled up and rested at his feet. You need to stop. You need to stop. You need to curl up and rest at his feet, and you need to um, understand that you cannot do for him. He can do everything for him. He's got cattle on 1,000 hills. He doesn't need us to do. Okay, so he doesn't need us to do our work in terms of he needs our work. He does give us jobs to do, and there are times when we're tired and we just have to plow through them. But that usually isn't a feeling of, oh my goodness, if I don't do this, he's going to hate me. Okay, I think the people who tend to be lazy know if they tend to be lazy, and the people who tend to be driven know if they tend to be driven. Um, but then they think they're lazy, but then if they ask somebody who loves them, they'll be like, okay, seriously, no, you're not. So if you have that, if you're doing something out of a sense of guilt because you're not, because you literally, you kind of know you're lazy, okay, then go pray to the Lord about that. But if you're doing things out of a sense of restlessness, like I do, go pray to the Lord about that too, because that might be you misunderstanding, or you have been raised, or at some place you got the idea that the only way to be accepted is to do for others. And that's not how the Lord works. The Lord loves you first before you did anything for him. And then he invites you, or he has things for you to do, but not in a desperate, if I don't get this box checked, he's going to be really super mad. And it always is another box to check. You know, if he has to send a whale to make you do your stuff, then yes. Like if there's a whale that's swimming up Market Street in Athens or whatever to get you to go do the thing that he told you to do, then yes, you need to do the thing that he told you to do. But if you just have this inner sense of restlessness and you don't have peace with him, then I would offer, do the hard thing and trust him. Sit down at his feet and rest. And do everything for the love of him, not do everything for the fear of him. I think that's a really good way to put it. So, if you haven't read The Practice of the Presence of God by Brother Lawrence, please do. It's super short. You can download it. It's free. There's literally no excuse. And it's a series of letters. It's absolutely amazing. And it's about this monk who became a monk so that he thought that they would make him, that he would be like disciplined for all the clumsiness and oafness that he is. And actually, he found that the Lord was very kind and generous to him the whole time. And he thought that he had to be made to suffer. But he found that the Lord disappointed in him that too. And he found that his life passed very peacefully. But what he focused on doing, what other monks did, was they did their liturgies and their set prayers and everything in order to garner a love for God. And Brother Lawrence is like, if we're supposed to love God, why don't we just love God? And so then he made it his mission to just love God, just love him, just do it. He said he wouldn't pick up a straw from the ground, but for the love of God. And so, I think we need to stop. What the Lord is teaching me right now is that I need to stop, because I got into a bad habit, and it's a habit I keep sliding into, of I have to do these things in order to win favor from God, as opposed to stopping and saying, okay, Lord, what would you have me to do today? And currently he's having me to rest. Like he's taken away my liturgies. He's taken, not my church, obviously, but he's like the things that I do at home and the things that I have to do. He's letting me sleep in a little bit in the morning. And my only thought for him is to love him and to experience him. And that's healing, not just it's giving my body space to heal, but it's giving my spirit space to heal too. And so that has been a really important lesson for me. A very pleasant one, because it means I get to sleep in a little bit, which I really enjoy. Instead of getting up at 4:45, I get to get up at 6:30. Oh my gosh, that's so fabulous. I'm enjoying that. And I'm realizing my body kind of needed more time to heal. Like it's still like the surgery is still the area is still swollen, and every doctor I said is like, yeah, you're going to be swollen. Like it's not going to get. I was naive. I honestly thought it was sort of like removing a splinter. And I mean a little bit more than that, but not much more than that. I thought it would be like a cut on the leg, like just, you scraped your knee and it takes a couple weeks and then you can't even see the scar. But no, it's taken a little bit longer, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm not worried about it. It's a little uncomfy at times when I do stupid things. So the Lord is giving me space to heal, extra rest. My body battery is going up because I'm getting extra rest. And then my body battery is also going up because I'm not restless. So rest, not restless, I think is going to be the title of this one. So I hope y'all have a very blessed day. I love you. I've got so much more to talk about, but I don't want to make this too long. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.